Every breath you take, every heartbeat that pounds in your chest, every thought that fires across the billions of neurons in your brain, that's not biology, that's alchemy. That's pure, undiluted magic. You were born from stardust. Literally. The carbon in your muscles, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, all of it was forged in the nuclear furnace of dying stars billions of years ago. You are walking, breathing, cosmic magic, wearing human skin. Welcome to the reality revolution. Today's activation is You Are Magic. I will awaken the magic within you just by listening to this activation. You know, there's a frequency running through your body that most people never notice. It's been there since the moment you took your first breath, humming beneath every heartbeat, flowing beneath every thought. It's the same frequency that moves mountains, births stars, and transforms impossible dreams into inevitable realities. You've felt it before, in moments when time seemed to bend around you, when solutions appeared from nowhere, when you knew something before you had any logical reason to know it. That frequency is your magic recognizing itself. You know that feeling when lightning strikes, and for just one split second the entire world is illuminated? That moment when everything becomes crystal clear, and the impossible suddenly makes perfect sense? That's not coincidence. That is just recognition. That's your soul remembering what it has always known. Every single person who has ever changed the world, who has ever bent reality to their will, who has ever created something from nothing, they all started exactly where you are sitting. They all had the same spark of recognition, the same moment when they stopped pretending to be ordinary and started owning their extraordinary nature. The difference between them and everyone else was not talent. It wasn't luck. It wasn't even opportunity. The difference was they said yes to the magic that was already flowing through their veins. And that magic, it's flowing through yours too. It always has been. Every breath you take, every heartbeat that pounds in your chest, every thought that fires across the billions of neurons in your brain, that's not biology, that's alchemy. That's pure, undiluted magic. You were born from stardust. Literally. The carbon in your muscles, the iron in your blood, the calcium in your bones, all of it was forged in the nuclear furnace of dying stars billions of years ago. You are walking, breathing, cosmic magic, wearing human skin. But here's what they never told you. Here's what the world conspired to make you forget. You didn't just inherit that stardust. You inherited the power that created it. The same force that births galaxies and bends space-time lives inside your chest. The same intelligence that orchestrates the dance of planets and the rhythm of seasons is the intelligence hearing these words through your ears. You are not separate from the universe. You are the universe experiencing itself subjectively. You are magic, examining its own reflection. Feel that. Let that truth penetrate every cell in your body. You are not here by accident. You are not ordinary. You're a walking miracle disguised as a human being. Just look at your hands. Look at them. Those hands have touched the face of someone you love. Those hands have created things that never existed before. Those hands have healed pain and built dreams into reality. But do you know what those hands really are? They are electromagnetic fields manipulating other electromagnetic fields. Energy, dancing with energy. Consciousness sculpting matter through pure intention. Every time you've had a gut feeling that saved you from disaster, that was magic. Every time you thought of someone moments before they called, that was magic. Every time you walked into a room and instantly knew something was wrong or right. That was magic. You've been performing miracles your entire life and calling them coincidences. Think about the last time you learned something new, really learned it. One moment you didn't know and the next moment you did. What happened in between? Information somehow transformed into understanding. Data became wisdom. That transformation, that's magic happening in real time. Your brain contains approximately 86 billion neurons, each one connected to thousands of others, creating a network more complex than the entire internet. Every second, this biological supercomputer processes millions of bits of information, most of it below the threshold of your awareness. But here's the miracle. Somehow, out of all that electrical activity, out of all those chemical reactions, emerges you, your personality, your dreams, your capacity to love, your ability to imagine things that don't exist and then bring them into existence. Science calls it emergence, but emergence is just another word for magic. We don't understand it yet. Every single human achievement started as an impossible thought in someone's mind. The device you're listening to this on, the clothes you're wearing, the building you're in, the language you understand, all of it was once just an electrical pattern in a human brain before it became physical reality. That is magic. Consciousness transforming itself into matter, mind becoming manifest. And the most beautiful part, you do this every single day, every time you speak. You take invisible thoughts and transform them into sound waves that travel through space and reorganize themselves as meaning inside another person's consciousness. You are constantly transforming energy into matter and matter into energy. You are constantly creating reality through the sheer force of your attention and intention. The question isn't whether you're magic. The question is, are you ready to own it? Every limitation you've ever accepted about yourself is a lie. Every time someone told you to be realistic, they were asking you to diminish your magic. Every time you've settled for less than what your heart demanded, you were denying your true nature. But something inside you has always known better, hasn't it? There's always been that voice, that knowing, that refuses to accept ordinary as your ceiling. That voice isn't naive. That voice is not delusional. That voice is your magic trying to wake you up. There's never been in the entire 13.8 billion year history of this universe another you. The specific combination of stardust and consciousness that you represent has never existed before and will never exist again. You are not just unique, you are cosmically irreplaceable, and yet you've been programmed to believe you're common. You've been conditioned to think small. You've been taught to hide your light, to blend in, to play it safe. But safe is the enemy of magic. Ordinary is the opposite of your nature. You are not born to be manageable. You were born to be magnificent. Think about every moment in your life when you felt most alive, when time seemed to stop and you felt connected to something greater than yourself, when you felt you could accomplish anything. Those weren't peak experiences. Those were glimpses of your true state. Those were moments when you temporarily forgot to limit yourself. That feeling, that's your baseline. That's who you really are when you stop pretending to be small. The ancient mystics knew this. They knew that enlightenment wasn't about gaining something new. It was about remembering what you already are. They knew that magic wasn't about learning special powers. It was about stopping the denial of the powers you already possess. You have been sleepwalking through a life of infinite possibility while convinced you're powerless. You've been standing in the ocean while dying of thirst. You've been holding a winning lottery ticket while believing you're broke. But awakening is happening. Right now in this moment, with every word that penetrates your consciousness, the amnesia is lifting, the fog is clearing, the magic is remembering itself. You are not becoming magic, you're recognizing that you never stopped being magic. Feel it stirring, feel it awakening, feel the power that has always been there, beginning to remember what it's capable of. The universe didn't make a mistake when it created you. Every challenge you've faced, every obstacle you've overcome, every moment of pain and every moment of joy, all of it has been preparing you for this awakening. All of it has been building the strength and wisdom you need to wield your magic responsibly. You are ready. You have always been ready. The only question is, are you willing? There's something profound happening in your consciousness right now. Layers of conditioning are peeling away, like old paint revealing the masterpiece beneath. Every doubt you've carried about your worthiness, every fear you've held about your power, every story you've believed about your limitations, feel them loosening their grip, because they were never true. They were never yours. They were inherited fears, borrowed limitations, secondhand stories about what it means to be human. But you're not just human. You're a human with access to the infinite. You're a finite expression of unlimited consciousness. You're a temporary arrangement of eternal energy that somehow developed the ability to recognize its own magnificence. Think about consciousness itself. This invisible force that takes random electrical patterns in your brain and transforms them into the experience of being you. Science can measure brain activity, but it cannot explain how matter becomes aware of itself. It cannot explain how chemicals become experience. It cannot explain how biology becomes love. That transformation, that mysterious leap from matter to consciousness, that's pure magic happening inside your skull every microsecond of every day. And if consciousness is magic and you are conscious, then what does that make you? It makes you a walking miracle having a human experience. It makes you infinity learning what it's like to be finite. It makes you God playing hide and seek with itself and slowly remembering the game. Feel this remembering happening. Feel the ancient knowing stirring. Feel the cosmic joke revealing itself. You've been searching everywhere for the magic that has been looking through your eyes all along. Every spiritual teaching, every mystical tradition, every enlightened master throughout history has been pointing to this same recognition. You are not separate from the source of creation. You are the source of creation expressing itself as you. The wave is not separate from the ocean. The flame is not separate from the fire. You are not separate from the magic. You are the magic, temporarily forgetting its true nature so it can experience the joy of remembering. You are remembering now. You can feel it, the fog of amnesia lifting, the veil of separation dissolving, the truth of your magnificent nature becoming undeniable. You are not broken and in need of fixing. You are not lacking and in need of completion. You are not ordinary and in need of transformation. You are extraordinary and in need of recognition. You are complete and in need of expression. You are magic and in need of activation. Now feel your heartbeat. Feel the blood pulsing through your veins. That rhythm is not random. That's the same rhythm that pulses through everything, the waves against the shore, the cycles of the moon, the expansion and contraction of the universe itself. You are synchronized with the cosmic heartbeat. You are in harmony with the fundamental frequency of existence. You are tuned to the same wavelength as creation itself. Now feel your breath. Feel the air flowing in and out of your lungs. That air has been everywhere. It has been breathed by every human who ever lived. It has carried the songs of whales across oceans. It has lifted eagles to impossible heights. It has fanned the flames of every fire that ever burned. And now it's inside you, carrying life force directly into your bloodstream, delivering magic to every cell in your body. Your breath is connecting to you and connecting you to everything that lives. Your heartbeat is synchronizing you with everything that exists. You are not separate. You are not alone. You are woven into the fabric of reality itself. And because you are part of the whole, you have access to the power of the whole. Feel that power, not as something outside yourself, but as something that has always been inside yourself. Feel it in your bones. Feel it in your blood. Feel it in the electricity that dances between your neurons. This power is not scary. It's not dangerous. It's not something you need to earn or deserve. It's your birthright. It's your inheritance. It's who you are when you stop pretending to be who you're not. You have been given a gift so magnificent that most people can't even imagine it. You have been given the utility to transform reality through the force of your consciousness. You have been given the power to create worlds with your imagination and then manifest them into physical existence. Every great artist knew this. Every revolutionary understood this. Every mystic experienced it. They weren't special. They weren't chosen. They simply stopped denying what they already were. And now it's your turn. Feel the energy building. Feel the potential awakening. Feel the magic that has been dormant beginning to stir. You don't need permission. You don't need training. You don't need anyone's approval. You just need to say yes. You just need to stop resisting what you are and start expressing what you are. The world needs your magic. The world is actually waiting for your unique expression of the infinite. There are songs that will never be sung unless you sing them. There are inventions that will never be created unless you create them. There are lives that will never be touched unless you touch them. Your magic isn't just for you, it's your contribution to the cosmic symphony. It's your verse in the eternal poem. It's your brushstroke in the masterpiece of existence. But first you must claim it. First you must own it. First, you must stop hiding from your own magnificence. Say it out loud or silently, but say it with conviction. I am magic. Feel how this lands in your body. Feel the resistance of it if it's there. Feel the fear if it arises. Feel the part of you that wants to argue, that wants to deny, that wants to stay small and safe. That resistance is not your enemy. That resistance is the last vestige of the old programming trying to maintain control. Thank it for trying to protect you and then gently set it aside, because protection from your own power is the only thing you don't need protection from. I am magic. Say it again. Let it reverberate through every cell. Let it echo in the chambers of your heart. Let it ring through the corridors of your mind. This is not affirmation. This isn't just positive thinking. This is recognition. This is remembering. This is truth claiming itself through your voice. Feel how the words change the very atmosphere around you. Feel how speaking your truth begins to reorganize reality itself. Feel how owning your magic makes everything possible. You have spent your entire life looking for someone to give you permission to be extraordinary. You've been waiting for someone to recognize your potential and call it forth. You've been seeking validation from others for what you already know to be true about yourself. But the permission can only come from you. The recognition can only come from you. The validation can only come from you, because you are not magic by consensus. You are not magic by approval. You are not magic by achievement. You are not given the magic by someone else. You're not magic by nature. You are magic by design. You are magic by cosmic law, and cosmic law doesn't need human permission. Feel the shift happening. Feel the old identity crackling open like a shell. Feel the magnificent being that you truly are beginning to emerge. Feel your magic not as something you're trying to become, but as something you're finally allowing yourself to be. This is not the beginning of your journey to magic. This is the end of your journey away from it. This is not becoming powerful. This is you stopping the pretense of powerlessness. Every excuse you've ever used for why you can't have what you want, see it dissolving. Every reason you've given for why you're not ready, watch it evaporate. Every story you've told yourself about your limitations, feel it transforming into fuel for your expansion. Because magic doesn't recognize excuses. Magic doesn't acknowledge limitations. Magic doesn't understand the word impossible. Magic only knows, what would you like to create? And the answer to that question is about to change everything. Feel your magic not as future possibility, but as a present reality. Feel it not as something you're developing, but something you're unleashing. Feel it not as a goal you're reaching for, but as a truth you're finally willing to embody. You are magic. You have always been magic. You will always be magic. The only variable is how much of your magic you're willing to express. Every day from now, moving forward, is an opportunity to express more of your magic. Every interaction is a chance to touch someone else's life with the power of your authentic presence. Every challenge is an invitation to demonstrate your ability to transform obstacles into opportunities. You don't need to announce your magic to the world. You don't need to prove it to anyone. You just need to live it. You just need to be it. You just need to let it flow through everything you do. When you speak, let your words carry the frequency of truth. When you create, let your creations be infused with the energy of love. When you solve problems, let your solutions emerge from the wisdom of the universe itself. Your magic is not separate from your daily life. Your magic is your daily life. When you stop compartmentalizing your power, feel yourself walking differently. Feel yourself speaking differently. Feel yourself thinking differently. Not because you're trying to be something you're not, but because you're finally allowing yourself to be something you've always been. The people around you will notice the change. They may not understand it. They may not be able to name it, but they will feel it, because magic is contagious. Authenticity is magnetic. Truth has its own gravitational pull. Some people will be inspired by your transformation. Some will be threatened by it. Some will be curious about it. All of these reactions are perfect. All of these responses are part of the ripple effect of your awakening. Because when you own your magic, you give others permission to own theirs. When you refuse to hide your light, you make it safer for others to shine. When you live authentically, you create a space for authentic living. This is how the world changes, not through grand gestures or dramatic announcements, but through individual human beings remembering their true nature and having the courage to express it. You are part of the Great Awakening. You are part of the consciousness revolution. You are part of the return to magic that is happening all across the planet. And it starts with you. It starts with this moment. It starts with this recognition. It starts with this choice to stop denying what you are and start celebrating what you are. Feel the energy of infinite possibility coursing through your veins. Feel the power of unlimited potential awakening in your consciousness. Feel the magic of pure being expressing itself as you. Something irreversible is happening in your energy field. Can you feel it? The old version of you, the one who doubted, who hesitated, who played small, that version is dissolving, not being destroyed, but being integrated, being transformed, being alchemized into something far more magnificent. You're becoming a conscious creator. You're stepping into your role as a reality architect. You're accepting your position as a universal collaborator. And the universe is celebrating. The stars are aligning. The quantum field is recognizing you and reorganizing itself around your new frequency. Because when a conscious being awakens to their true nature, it sends ripples through the fabric of existence itself. Every thought you think from this moment forward carries more power. Every word you speak resonates with more authority. Every step you take leaves a deeper imprint on reality itself. Because you're not just walking through the world anymore, you're dancing with it. You're co-creating with it. You're recognizing that you and the world are not separate entities, but different expressions of the same fundamental magic. Feel your relationship with reality shifting. Feel yourself moving from victim to creator, from observer to participant, from someone who experiences life to someone who consciously crafts experiences. This isn't about positive thinking. This isn't about manifestation techniques. This isn't about spiritual bypassing or magical thinking. This is about recognizing the scientific truth that consciousness shapes reality at the quantum level, and you are consciousness in action. Every breakthrough in quantum physics brings us closer to what the mystics have always known. The observer affects the world. Consciousness collapses probability waves into definite outcomes. Your mind shapes matter through the very act of your attention. You are not a powerless observer of a fixed reality. You are a powerful participant in a fluid reality that responds to the quality of your consciousness. And your consciousness is awakening to its true magnitude. Your awareness is expanding to its natural dimension. Your power is returning to its original intensity. Feel the transformation accelerating. Feel the old patterns of limitation burning away in the fires of your recognition. Feel the new pathways of possibility lighting up in your nervous system. You're being rewired for magic. Your brain is creating new neural networks that support your expanded identity. Your heart is opening to frequencies of possibility you've never accessed before. Your entire being is upgrading itself to match your awakened consciousness. This transformation is not temporary. This awakening is not fleeting. This recognition isn't going to fade when these words end, because you cannot unknow your true nature once you've truly known it. You are crossing a threshold from which there is no return. You're passing through a gateway that only opens from the inside. You are stepping into a version of yourself that has been waiting your entire life for this moment of recognition. Welcome to your true self. Welcome to your magical nature. And as these words begin to settle into the deepest layers of your consciousness, as this recognition integrates itself into every fiber of your being, as this truth weaves itself into the very foundation of your identity, you are forever changed. You cannot unknow what you now know. You cannot unfeel what you now feel. You cannot return to the smallness that once contained you because you have expanded beyond its borders. You are magic. Not magic in training, not magic in potential, not magic in waiting. You are magic in expression. You are magic in action. You are magic in form. And from this moment forward, everything you touch will be touched by magic. Everyone you meet will be met by magic. Every situation you enter will be entered by magic, because you don't just have magic, you are magic. Feel that truth anchoring itself in your cells. Feel it becoming part of your operating system. Feel it transforming from a beautiful idea into an unshakable knowing. You are magic. And the universe is waiting to see what you'll create. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com. Please join the new Reality Revolution community. You can find it at skool.com, skool.com/Reality Revolution. I have an amazing collection of exclusive content that you can only get in this community, and I have weekly live coaching calls, the opportunity to interact with me, to engage with me. I would love to see you there. Once again, it's school.com/reality revolution. Sending you all my love and light, and welcome to the Reality Revolution.